to the US now, where President Donald Trump says he won't decrease the high tariffs on goods from China to get Beijing to the negotiating table. Our North America correspondent Lauren Day joins us now from Washington. Lauren, good morning. Just tell us more about what the president had to say about this.
Good morning, James. Well, the President Donald Trump was swearing in his new ambassador to China when he was asked about these 145% tariffs on Chinese goods. Beijing has basically said that those tariffs will need to be lifted before it starts any negotiating. And Donald Trump was asked by reporters whether he was open to this idea, and he flat out said no. He also said that stopping the flow of fentanyl from China would be key to any kind of trade deal. And he claimed that he basically had a deal to this effect in place with President Xi Jinping that he believed President Xi would have honoured, but that Joe Biden had ruined it. Now, these comments come ahead of icebreaker talks, which will be held in Switzerland this weekend between a US team led by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and Trade Representative Jamieson Greer, and a Chinese team which will be led by its lead economic representative. It comes on the back of course, weeks of these escalating tensions where we've seen tariffs soar on both sides, basically to the point of a trade embargo now. So Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has said that he's really hoping that these talks will be about de-escalation. And on the Chinese side, China's Commerce Ministry put out a statement quoting a Chinese province that said, listen to their words and observe their actions. So basically, actions speak louder than words. And of course, investors and businesses right around the world will be watching those actions and listening to those words because there's a lot of fear that any kind of prolonged trade war could have major and lasting implications for global markets.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Lauren Day, thank you so much for that. It's really interesting seeing some of the commentary coming out of the United States on this. And so much of it is being closely watched by the markets, which are trying to predict whether or not who'll move first and which way Donald Trump ultimately goes on this.
Yeah, predicting not easy right now.